Hi everybody, it's Dr. Sue from Synergy Chiropractic and Bodywork here in beautiful Austin, Texas. Today we're going to talk about cupping. This is our friend Amber, and she's going to let us use her shoulder blade here to show you some ideas about how we use cups here at the office. Cupping is very popular and trendy right now. You see it on athletes on TV where they're coming in, they got big purple kind of marks all over them, up and down their spine, all over their back. I'm not a big fan of that style of cupping. Okay, if we just put the cup in one spot and walk away, hey, that's easy for me, but I don't think it does you a whole lot of good. So instead we use something called dynamic cupping. There's lots of different cups that you can use at home or with a friend. Fire cupping is used by acupuncturists. Do not recommend trying that on your own. It's very dangerous and potentially painful. This is a little set you can get online. It comes with a little gun, okay, that creates a little suction. You put the cup in here, it's a hard plastic, okay, and then you put it on somebody, boop, and however many times I pump this, you're gonna see more skin and soft tissue come up into the cup, and she's eventually gonna be like, ouch, that's way too much, lady. So if we were doing static cupping, we would look around for grumpy spots, find the grumpy spot. We're right here on the back of her rotator cuff. This muscle is called infraspinatus. This is a muscle that's very often grumpy in folks, and they don't know it till we get after it. So we would leave this on here, walk away. Okay, that was nice. Now I've got a purple spot. Okay, so instead you can see it's already just a little pink just from that. Instead what we're gonna do is dynamic cupping. So we're gonna get a little lotion on there. If you don't want the cup set with the gun, it does come with a stupid amount of cups, okay? But mostly they're these big ones, which aren't that great because they're just gonna fall off of her, right? Because we're made out of curvy spots and this is a flat surface. So these really are only good for sticking on somebody and not moving around. Instead, sometimes what's easier are these flexible silicone cups, because if they fall off, I can just whoop, push the button, get it on there again. I don't have to get the gun and fiddle around with a separate whole thing, okay? So I'll show you how both of these work. I'm gonna put a little lotion on so that we can move the cup, or we can have Amber do some moving. So let's pretend that Amber's got some shoulder pain going on, maybe a little rotator cuff impingement. Let's put even a little more lotion on than that. And you could use lotion at home. You could use coconut oil, is really great for this. But just, be careful about your couch and all that. Let me come around here. So we're gonna put this back on the cup. And we're not gonna put a ton of pressure on that, but we could move the cup around like this. Okay, the more suction I put on here, you can see it's already fallen off. So these rigid cups can be a little frustrating for that. All right, we put a lot more suction on that time. The more suction I've got on here, sometimes that can be too tender, so you really gotta touch base with who you're working on, or yourself if you're working on you, okay? Or sometimes you just need a little more slippery stuff on here, okay? So we could move this around, but in some spots, like if we were up here, it's just gonna keep falling off again and again, and that can get real frustrating. So I can move the cup, which is dynamic cupping, and you'll feel like there's some little gristly bits here, the edge of her lat and teres, and again, that cup fell off. So this is where sometimes this softer cup is better because it goes around curvy spots better, okay? And these are a whole lot cheaper and much easier to use yourself. When you've got this kit at home, it does come with a little hose, so you can, in some imaginary, much more coordinated future that I don't live in, you can set this up and try to cup like your own back, but I can just tell you how frustrating that's gonna get when the cup falls off over and over. So if you're getting this to use for yourself, I would get these soft cups. They come in all different sizes and shapes. Look at the diameter online and make sure you get some that are small enough that you've got some variety. You don't want all just these giant ones, because like where are we gonna even put that on here? It's huge, okay? So we can move the cup, and we can also have Amber move. So this is where the dynamic cupping comes in. Let's say she was having some pain when she had her arm overhead. So we can have her work on that overhead motion, right? You can see that cup stays right on there as her shoulder blade swings around. I can be here helping her if she's got some pain, or even cueing her motion, like if we were trying to work on keeping the shoulder blade down so that it's not hunching up. Show them one time with it hunching a bit, right? Like let's say this was her pattern and we were trying to break that pattern. I could help her depress that scapula and start cueing what we want the shoulder to do. So the cup is nice there because it's giving us some feedback to her body and brain about like, oh, that's where I should be feeling that. And also getting rid of any of these little adhesions and grumpy spots in here. And again, that popped off. Boop. If I'm just moving her and I'm not moving the cup, I don't need to worry quite so much about lotion. So we can put this all kinds of different spots. And again, curvy spots are tricky, right? So we could put that on the upper trap. Okay, we could get it around here on deltoid. But make sure if you get a set, you get some of these smaller cups because you can see these round parts are real tricky. Okay, so this is dynamic cupping. You shouldn't have to look like you just got in a bar fight to get a benefit from cupping. So if you'd like to try, just let us know and we'll get you some cups today.